Hello and welcome to Meet the Expert. I'm Daniel and I always know the train platform before it's announced.
And I'm Craig and I've visited 83 cities in the last 10 years.
Today it's your chance to meet experts from Scotland's world-renowned travel and tourism sector. Today we're going to be speaking to Joshua and Fiona about what it takes to work in this exciting area.
Hello Joshua and welcome to our Meet the Expert session.
Yes, so I am the Director of Travel Tech for Scotland. And what we are is basically a group or a community of technology businesses that work in tourism, the travel industry, and hospitality, so restaurants, hotels, and visitor attractions. So what we try and do is try to help those technology companies grow or find new business or innovate with new types of technology. I love my job and I love the travel and tourism industry. I think, when I was growing up and getting to go on holiday, it's the thing that you remember. It changes the way you think about places, you experience new things. Yeah, so my job is often helping these companies that are either trying to use technology or helping technology companies get better or do more innovative things. So my job is perhaps a little bit peculiar when you think about travel technology. But to give you a sense of some of the sorts of companies that I would consider travel in Scotland, the biggest one is Skyscanner. So Skyscanner, which is aggregating flights, trying to find you the cheapest or best route to where you're going to want to go. And they were founded in Scotland and grew in Scotland. So a lot of the work we might be doing with them is trying to connect them with universities to try and use some new bits of technology that's been generated in the lab, or help them try and find perhaps people on this call, people who might be working for them in the future in technology roles. Other parts of my job might be working with smaller companies, maybe even startups. So a few startups that I would think about would be one that I know called Electric Explorer, who are trying to map out Scotland and beyond with electric vehicle charging locations. So in the future, when hopefully many of us will be using electric vehicles or rail, it's easier for us to make journeys, tourist journeys, in a carbon-friendly vehicle. So what we'd help them do is try and find money to keep on running or try and help them find new business. So that's kind of my day-to-day. And what did I do yesterday? Well, I brought about 20 of these companies from Scotland and about another 20 from Catalonia, Barcelona, together. And we were talking about the potential of generative AI in tourism and travel. So that is things which you may have heard like ChatGPT, where you can create text by asking it a question, it'll come out with something, or DALL-E, where it creates images from artificial intelligence. And we were saying, well, what does this do for tourism? And that could be things like you ask it, what are the top 10 things to do in Edinburgh? And it might tell you an interesting list of things to do. Or it could be, generate a picture of my perfect destination, that sort of thing. So we were trying to help companies think creatively about the use of new and exciting technologies and how it can help tourists and visitors when they come to Scotland or go from Scotland to somewhere else.
What we're going to do is we're going to bring in our second guest, Fiona.
Hello Fiona, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us.
Hi there, thanks so much for having me.
So tell us Fiona, what do you do? What's your job?
So I am a senior brand marketing manager for Visit Scotland. I work within our global marketing team on marketing campaigns to encourage people from different countries to come to Scotland for their holiday.
Brilliant. And I imagine that nowadays digital marketing must be like a big part of all these marketing campaigns.
Absolutely, that's right. We do still use some traditional methods, but yes, digital marketing is very much the focus of what we do. I think working for Visit Scotland, I always find myself checking out wherever I'm going, local tourism organisations' channels, which their social accounts and websites are usually a great indication of things to do. So I always get great tips there. I think working in the travel and tourism industry, it's such a fun industry to work in. Everyone loves travelling and it's really great to be a part of helping those experiences happen for people. There's so much to promote in Scotland. We've got 8 unique cities, we've got highlands and islands and everything in between. So it's a really exciting industry to be part of. In digital marketing, what I would say is things are constantly changing and updating, so it's good to keep up to date. It's a lot of problem solving and everything that we do is based on data and insights, so it's a lot of analytical skills as well that you can make use of. Yeah, so we're actually lucky at Visit Scotland that we've got an insights team who are constantly running different reports and looking to source data from different people. So they go out and do studies with visitors that have come to the country and just to find out more information about what it is they're looking for when they're here, how's their experience been, what sources of information did they use in order to plan their trip. And it allows us to target more effectively, and we know what they're looking for. And similarly with the markets that we target, we look at where are our visitors coming from to Scotland, what the visitor volume is from each country and what they're spending when they're here. And then we look at prioritising our budgets for the people that we know or the markets that we know are coming to Scotland.
If you could learn a new digital skill that might help you in your current job right now, something that you don't know as much just now, but or you'd like to get better at, what would it be?
Yeah, so it's one of those things that I think about quite a lot because within the community we have itself, we have to try and make a lot of our own tech tools ourselves. So I've been playing around with no-code tools and things like that to build websites and platforms. But the one that I would learn is probably the design of user experience and user experience research. So understanding the ways that people interact with digital tools and designing them to make it more accessible or more engaging or interesting.
We've actually just launched an updated website at Visit Scotland, and I think the web development and coding side of things would be a great skill to develop given how important the digital world is now. But I would probably say just that every day is a school day, really. Once you're finished school and uni, I think I probably thought that was it, but everything is constantly updating and changing in the digital world, so it's really important to keep learning and developing throughout your career. And I think that's something that I've realised throughout my career at Visit Scotland. It's the constant learning.
And how about you, Josh?
Yeah, I think if I was to be starting my career again, I would definitely be interested in learning a little bit more coding a bit earlier on. But then thinking about the future of tourism and hospitality as well, just because technology is just going to be much more and more involved all the time. So one of the bits of work we've done is looking at some of the staff shortages in hotels and restaurants. And one of the ways that we see the future might be people interacting with more robots or using more data to better plan your business.
Thank you very much. It's been brilliant having you as guests on our Meet the Expert.
We'll see you next time.